Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, so I'm very happy I'm back. Today I decided to keep it relatively simple. We are going to sketch out 3 sketches, and I'm using these 2 pencils in 3B and 8B, and I just love to use them. So the first sketch is inspired by this photo I found on Pinterest, and if I can find the source I will put it here. And what I wanted to do here is take that concept and make kind of my own character with her own story around it. While I love using references that I can just directly, I don't want to say copy, but use, I also like to have this kind of freedom to just let my creativity flow and create something kind of new with a base. I have to be honest here, I'm always scared when I start even just a sketch, because my mind is always like, you can't just half-butt this, you have to give it your all, and if this sketch isn't good, you're not a good artist, which of course is absolutely false. But one thing I like to do to help myself is I like to start with the head and kind of map it out clearly, and then go ahead and do the rest of the body. Fun fact, I did not go to art school, but this technique is, I would say, pretty common when you learn how to draw. I learned to draw when I was pretty young, and then later I took superior art classes in school, and my art teacher did his very best to kind of beat this method of painting bodies and painting figures into my head. And I'm glad he did, because it's part of the reason I'm here today. In recent years, I have developed a love for cottagecore aesthetics and this kind of medieval inspired aesthetic and everything that just feels so fantasy-like and like you're not in our world, our universe, I would say. To me, this just feels so magical. I love the look of it, I love the aesthetic of it, and I just love, personally, as a woman, this mix of femininity, like quote-unquote traditional femininity, and then stuff like girls holding swords or wearing armor. It's a concept I definitely have not explored enough, and I am actually in the planning of doing a Jeanne d'Arc inspired painting. I don't know yet if I will record the process or just snippets of the process, but yeah, keep an eye out for that. By the way, this is what I look like while I'm recording right now. My orange cat is so clingy and I absolutely love it. He always wants to cuddle, and even though sometimes it might be inconvenient, I just love it so much. Whenever I'm sketching and I reach the shading part, I always kind of have to tell myself, do the opposite of oil painting, do the opposite of oil painting. Because when oil painting, I always start with the darkest areas and then work myself up to the lightest areas. But when working with pencils, I kind of learned to do the opposite, which is start with the lightest and then work yourself down to the darkest shadow. But I am in no position to say if this is the right way or not, or if someone else maybe learned it the other way. Yeah, please let me know how you approach sketching and drawing. And sketch number 1 is done. I am kind of happy with it. I would say I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10, just because I feel that the head is a little too big. For this sketch, I found this picture of this beautiful woman. I also found it on Pinterest. If I find the source, I will put it here. But I found the whole picture very, very inviting, and since I am trying to practice more figure painting in order to being able to make better and more intriguing paintings, I thought this pose that the girl makes in the picture would be perfect for practicing. Also a moment of appreciation for curly hair. I just love drawing and painting curly hair, because as a curly girl myself, of course, I'm a little bit biased. I just love the vibe curly hair brings to the table. And of course, I think personally that genuinely every hair structure is beautiful, whether it be straight or frizzy or coily or something in between. And if your natural hair structure suits you, it suits you and you look great in it. But I personally have always found curly hair to, I don't know, have this very, very special vibe to itself. And yeah, as I just said, I love drawing and painting it and incorporating it into my art as well. And there's this sketch done as well. I really like it, even though I immediately see all the errors I made. I would say it was a moderate success. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Or maybe just a 7, I don't know. But yeah, overall, I like it. So for this sketch I want to apologize in advance because, as you will see, I forgot to press record kind of few times and I was very annoyed by the end of it. But yeah. Years ago I saved this pin on my Pinterest board for reference photos, and I thought it was the perfect guide for practicing figures while simultaneously, that's a hard word to pronounce, having kind of a blank canvas to invent my own little person, if you will. That guide was very, very helpful for me to map out the anatomy, because this is something I struggle with to this day. But with the help of this guide, I really managed to kind of put it together. And as you can see, I drew inspiration from ice skaters, because I have mad respect for them. I never really got into ice skating. I did the standard stuff of going forward and fall. But every time I see a video of ice skaters, of professional ice skaters that is, I'm just so mesmerized, because how? How do they do that? Yeah, at this point I was very annoyed, because how can someone be so unprofessional? But anyway, we persevere and just pretend nothing happened. Sketch number 3 is done. I kept it a little bit more simple with this one, and I think this one took me not as long as the other ones. It definitely went a bit quicker. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you could relax while you watched me sketch a little bit. I definitely could relax a little bit, because sketching is just so much fun. Definitely let me know which one is your favorite, and also what you would like to see me sketch next. And this is where I say goodbye. Have a great day, wonderful day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Take care of yourself, remember to drink water, and have a great time. See you soon. Bye. you.